Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Upload VR Showcase Bundle of June 2024 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? First of all though, thank you for watching. Thank you to those who have been using the link in the description to get your game bundles and supporting this channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support, and you guys keep me going. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have GORN, a gladiator-themed VR game that thrusts you into a cartoonishly brutal arena of combat. The immersion provided by virtual reality brings the game to life, making the gore and violence both hilarious and engaging. The game is not solely about sword fighting. It offers a plethora of weapons and creative ways to dismantle opponents. The combat is gruesome and exaggerated, with blood, severed limbs, and even escaped eyeballs, but it transcends grossness to become humorously ludicrous. You play as a gladiator, facing off against waves of opponents in a Coliseum setting. The game's strength lies in its simplicity and intuitive gameplay. There are no rules, and anything goes. You can crush skulls with your bare fists, or fillet foes with a sharp sword, and there are dozens of weapons to experiment with. The combat is reminiscent of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, requiring rhythmic precision and strategic thinking. The game features various modes, including an endless mode, and battles determined by the Emperor. Each mode introduces new weapons and challenges. The arenas are small, keeping the action intense and frenetic. The controls are straightforward, but mastering them, especially in the heat of battle, takes practice. The knuckle dragger method of movement works well, but limited mobility can be challenging. GORN may not be a realistic sword-fighting simulator, but it excels as a fun, engaging, and physically active game. The cartoonish violence and sheer absurdity make it a guilty pleasure. It's a must-try for VR enthusiasts looking for a unique and entertaining experience. At number 2 we have Tentacular, a delightful surprise in the VR gaming world, offering a unique twist on the usual kaiju-themed experience. Instead of mindless destruction, you embody a gentle giant, tasked with solving puzzles and performing tasks around the island of La Calma. The game starts with your character's 16th birthday, setting the stage for a heartwarming journey filled with meaningful challenges. In Tentacular, you control your tentacle-like appendages using VR controllers, each equipped with intuitive mechanics. The physics are impressively realistic, making every interaction feel grounded and substantial. Whether you're delicately stacking shipping containers or rescuing ships and people, the tactile feedback adds to the immersion. The game's puzzles range from stacking objects with precision to catching cannon-fire items, each requiring strategic use of your tentacles. While some tasks can feel repetitive, the sandbox mode offers a release, allowing you to unleash your inner kaiju with gleeful destruction. Graphically, Tentacular embraces a charming style that suits its narrative perfectly. The story explores themes of adoption and acceptance, adding depth to the gameplay experience. Developer Fire Punched Games succeeds in creating a game that balances fun physics-based puzzles with a touching narrative. While tethered gameplay on Steam might limit mobility, the overall experience remains engaging and immersive. Tentacular proves to be more than just a kaiju game. It's a refreshing breeze of creativity and heartfelt storytelling in the VR landscape. If you're looking for a break from typical VR chaos and crave something with both substance and whimsy, Tentacular is well worth exploring. At number 3 we have the Talos Principle VR. Originally released in 2014, this philosophical journey finds new life on VR headsets, maintaining its intricate puzzles and thought-provoking narrative. In the Talos Principle VR, you assume the role of an android awakening in a mysterious garden overseen by a divine entity named Elohim. Your task? Solve a series of increasingly complex puzzles using nodes to manipulate shields, bombs, and other devices. VR integration enhances the experience. Wielding Vive wands or touch controllers feels natural as you interact with the environment's intricate mechanisms. The game's world, vibrant and detailed, shines within VR, evoking a sense of awe reminiscent of early Oculus Rift days. However, while the VR environment is immersive, it does not fundamentally alter the gameplay experience for returning players. Unlike titles like Resident Evil 7, where VR enhances atmosphere and tension, the Talos Principle in VR mainly offers visual immersion without deeper emotional engagement. For newcomers, the Talos Principle VR is a must-play, showcasing inventive puzzles across 120 levels that challenge and captivate. It may lack the narrative depth that VR can amplify, but its gameplay remains robust and engaging. The inclusion of the Road to Gehenna DLC enriches the package for those seeking more challenges. Crow Team's adaptation retains the brilliance of the original, making the Talos Principle VR an essential experience for puzzle enthusiasts entering the VR realm. If you have yet to unravel its mysteries, dive in. For veterans, the allure may lie more in revisiting puzzles than in experiencing them anew through VR. And number 4 we have Serious Sam 3 VR BFE. In the vibrant landscape of virtual reality gaming, Serious Sam 3 VR BFE stands out as a nostalgic ode to classic first-person shooters. You're catapulted into intense, unrelenting action where strategy takes a back seat to sheer firepower. Released in 2017, the game is a full-bodied immersion into the Serious Sam universe, designed exclusively for VR platforms. As a prequel to Serious Sam: The First Encounter, it plunges you into Earth's final battle against Mental's horde of monstrous invaders. The core experience revolves around fast-paced combat where relentless aggression is key. Armed with an arsenal that includes scope assault rifles and devastating miniguns, you're encouraged to dual-wield and unleash fiery cannonball barrages. What makes this game unique is its integration with Serious Sam Fusion 2017, allowing cross-platform play between VR and traditional desktop players, enriching the multiplayer experience with modes like Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch. The game offers multiple locomotion options to accommodate different player preferences, whether teleporting, using comfort mode, or opting for full locomotion. Visually, the game impresses with environments ranging from sprawling deserts to claustrophobic urban ruins, rendered with enough detail to immerse you fully. The integration of headset-oriented flashlight mechanics enhances gameplay and atmosphere. Despite occasional technical hitches in movement mechanics, which vary based on individual setups, Serious Sam 3 VR BFE remains a testament to the enduring appeal of old-school shooters in the VR era. Its action-packed gameplay, robust multiplayer options, and community-driven content ensure it is a cornerstone of any VR enthusiast's library. At number 5 we have Serious Sam VR: The Last Hope. In the realm of VR gaming, Serious Sam VR: The Last Hope stands out, blending classic shooter mechanics with immersive virtual reality. Developed by Croteam, this title delivers adrenaline-pumping action across 20 levels set in diverse planetary landscapes. From the outset, it thrusts you into relentless wave-based combat, where strategic positioning and quick reflexes are paramount. Each level, set on moving platforms or stationary environments, challenges you to adapt and survive waves of enemies, from ground-based assailants to airborne threats. The game's pace escalates fluidly, punctuated by intense boss encounters that demand precise timing and effective use of a diverse arsenal. The game offers a robust selection of weapons, from pistols and shotguns to futuristic laser cannons and rocket launchers. Upgrades and power-ups enhance your firepower, encouraging experimentation with different loadouts to match evolving enemy tactics. The strategic depth extends to utilizing shields, super weapons, and skills like time manipulation to gain the upper hand in battle. Visually, Serious Sam VR impresses with detailed environments and smooth performance, enhancing immersion. While occasional technical hitches like firing bugs can interrupt gameplay, they are overshadowed by the game's polished presentation. Multiplayer modes, including cooperative play and competitive challenges, add replayability, though finding matches can be sporadic due to a smaller player base. Despite this, Serious Sam VR: The Last Hope excels as a visceral VR shooter that captivates with its blend of strategic gameplay, humor, and relentless action. For VR enthusiasts seeking an exhilarating shooter experience, it stands tall as a testament to the genre's potential, offering hours of heart-pounding excitement and challenge. At number 6 we have Serious Sam VR: The Second Encounter. Serious Sam VR: The Second Encounter places you in an exhilarating arcade-style FPS adventure, reimagined for virtual reality. You embody Sam Sirius Stone, battling across historical and mythical realms like ancient Mesopotamia and medieval Europe. The Sirius Engine 2017 brings these landscapes to life with stunning detail, immersing you in a visually striking VR experience. Central to the gameplay is an expansive arsenal, featuring classics like the sniper rifle and chainsaw, wieldable in dynamic dual-wield combat against waves of foes. Beyond its solo campaign, Serious Sam VR: The Second Encounter offers multiplayer chaos with deathmatches, cooperative campaigns, and survival modes for up to 16 players. These modes intensify the challenge and camaraderie of VR combat. The game's VR integration shines with adaptable locomotion options, from teleportation to smooth trackpad movement, catering to diverse player preferences and comfort levels. This thoughtful design enhances immersion and mitigates VR-specific challenges, ensuring an accessible experience. Support for Steam Workshop empowers players to create, share, and enjoy user-generated content, bolstering the game's longevity and community engagement. Free updates and expansions, like the Legend of the Beast DLC, further enrich the experience with new challenges and adventures. Visually, Serious Sam VR: The Second Encounter impresses with its detailed environments and seamless performance, showcasing the Serious Engine 2017's capabilities. For VR enthusiasts and Serious Sam fans alike, it delivers an adrenaline-fueled homage to arcade shooters, blending nostalgic gameplay with cutting-edge VR technology, promising hours of exhilarating gameplay and endless replayability. At number 7 we have Serious Sam VR, The First Encounter, a game that catapults players into high-octane action within ancient Egypt, reimagined in VR. This title blends classic arcade-style FPS gameplay with cutting-edge virtual reality technology. At its core, it stays true to its arcade shooter roots, while leveraging VR to enhance the experience. Set across 15 levels with over 80 secrets, the game invites solo or co-op play. The transition to VR introduces various locomotion options, from traditional trackpad movement to teleportation and the innovative Serious Warp system, catering to diverse preferences. Players are armed with a formidable arsenal of 10 iconic weapons, including the Colt, Chainsaw, and Cannon, adapted for VR dual wielding. This feature amplifies firepower and adds a tactile dimension to combat, allowing intuitive aiming and strategic weapon combinations. Dual wielding intensifies the thrill of battling VR-adapted enemies. Visually, Serious Sam VR impresses with expansive environments and larger-than-life enemies, powered by the Serious Engine 2017. The VR adaptation elevates immersion through scale and spatial awareness, making encounters with towering foes and intricate landscapes awe-inspiring. Multiplayer modes expand the experience, accommodating up to 16 players in various cooperative and competitive modes. Whether engaging in frantic deathmatch sessions or strategizing in team-based scenarios like Capture the Flag, Serious Sam VR offers robust multiplayer options. Serious Sam VR The First Encounter stands the testament to Crow Team VR's dedication to delivering a compelling VR adaptation of a beloved classic. With its blend of nostalgic gameplay, innovative VR mechanics, and expansive multiplayer features, the game offers an exhilarating journey through ancient Egypt, promising hours of immersive fun and heart-pounding action for VR enthusiasts. At number 8 we have Blockhood VR. Blockhood VR offers a refreshing departure from typical VR genres, immersing players in the intricate art of city building. Unlike traditional flat-screen simulations, Blockhood VR places you in a dynamic environment where you construct and manage vertical city blocks. The gameplay revolves around balancing various resources and meeting the needs of your virtual residents, from basic necessities like power and living space to more nuanced requirements that challenge your strategic thinking. The visual style of Blockhood VR is distinctive and charming, reminiscent of miniature model layouts. Each city block floats in mid-air, presenting a unique perspective that allows players to rotate and interact with every facet of their creation. The stylized buildings and inhabitants contribute to a whimsical yet engaging atmosphere, enhancing the immersive VR experience. Soothing and melodic, the game's soundtrack complements the tranquil beginning stages of city planning. However, as challenges intensify and decisions become critical, the juxtaposition of serene music with the high-stakes gameplay creates a compelling tension. This contrast adds depth to the gameplay, underscoring the strategic nature of city management. Blockhood VR excels in blending the creative freedom of city building with the cerebral challenges of resource management. It encourages players to explore ecological considerations and efficiency strategies, mirroring real-world urban planning dilemmas. The progression system, initially straightforward, unfolds into a rich tapestry of building options that cater to both casual tinkering and meticulous optimization. While the game exhibits occasional control issues and a steep learning curve in its later stages, these challenges do not detract significantly from the overall appeal. Blockhood VR stands as a worthy successor to classic city building games, offering a modern twist that invites players to shape their urban environments in virtual reality. And that's all for this bundle. This VR bundle offers great value for those with capable machines. GORN and Tentacular promise casual fun, while the inclusion of the Serious Sam VR series is a standout bonus. It's an impressive collection overall. However, if you don't own a VR setup, this bundle won't be of much use to you. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.